It was a bright, cold day in April, and the clocks were striking 13. Winston Smith, his chin nuzzled into his breast in an effort to escape the vile wind, slipped quickly through the glass doors of Victory Mansions, though not quickly enough to prevent a swirl of gritty dust from entering along with him. The hallway smelt of boiled cabbage and old rug mats. At one end of it was a colored poster, too large for indoor display, had been tacked to the wall. It depicted simply an enormous face, more than a meter wide, the face of a man of about 45, with a heavy black mustache and ruggedly handsome features. Winston made for the stairs. It was no use trying the lift. Even in the best of times, it was seldom working, and at present, the electric current was cut off during daylight hours. It was part of the economy drive in preparation for Hate Week. The flat was 7 flights up, and Winston, who was 39 and had a varicose ulcer above his right ankle, went slowly, resting several times on the way. On each landing, opposite the lift shaft, the poster with the enormous face gazed from the wall. It was one of those pictures which are so contrived that the eyes follow you about when you move. "Big Brother is watching you," the caption beneath it ran. This was a small piece of reading from George Orwell's masterpiece, 1946, 1984. And the reason why I quote this piece today is very simply put, because the timing is contrived, it is ridiculous, and yes, the overly dramatic lighting is required. Reason being, no, I'm not doing a police video from, like, the bygone days of, I'll be watching you, and, the whole thing where Sting was doing that whole kind of, overly exposed lighting, overly dramatic lighting. No, we're not doing that. We're not talking about that. What we're talking about here is the overly contrived, strangely coincidental 30-day timeout that I have collected on Facebook for a statement that I made, pretty much calling Facebook into doing those politically adversarial things in which they do. The quote, which I'm not going to say again, simply because, under duress, I was given my 30-day timeout. And pretty much what it was is I pretty much referred to them pretty strictly in stating that the homosexual shock troops were in full assault. And I did not use the phrase homosexual. Facebook, in their infinite wisdom, has certain protected classes of liberal cause and leftist bent that they tend towards. It is not even slightly not dramatic that the fact that they do this, when you find something that is contrary to your beliefs and you report it, they're like, "Thank you, we're so happy that you reported this. If you find something that's obnoxious, all you have to do is block the person." I didn't get blocked. I got a 30-day timeout because I called into question the fact that they find some political aspirations to be perfectly ducky and other ones that they switch about and say in no uncertain terms that if you try to do this, we're going to basically stop a mud hole in your ass. And then we're going to shake our boots off dry, and then we're going to come back for a second stomping. Why? Because they have a cadre of people with mice and buttons in which to lock your stuff out for 30 days to teach you a lesson and make you do something contrary to your beliefs and your core principles. I'm not going to switch up Facebook, and you keep giving me 30 days off, I don't care. This is like the 3rd time now. I don't care. I will continue to speak stridently, affirmatively, and directly to everything that you guys find to be completely, absolutely, perfectly fine, and I will call you on it at every possible occasion. So, case in point, if you guys want to get a hold of me, unfortunately, on Facebook, I will not be able to respond. I can't like your videos. Yes, I can see your stuff. I can see your updates. And, unfortunately, I cannot do that. I do have a second username, but I primarily use that for my business, so I'm not going to use that one. I'm probably just going to have to create another dude style of Facebook page, and I'm going to friend all you guys. And you'll know it's me, okay? Obviously, you'll know it's me. And the reason why you'll know it's me is because all you have to do, simply put, is just make a comment on this video and put some kind of like code or something in there, or private message me on Facebook using a private code. Send me a private message. Of course, I can't respond on Facebook. I won't be able to respond using the Dude Jerky Facebook page. But if you send me a private code saying, hey, dude, is this really you? Use code 12345 when you respond to me with the new thing. Okay, if you send me a private message, only 2 people are going to be able to see that. Facebook, we don't look at your type of stuff, which is total crap. They do. And myself, because it's locked in such a way that it is a secured form of communication that nobody else can access. Nobody else has my passwords. Nobody else uses Dude Jerky but me. So, case in point, this is where we are right now, and I committed to read George Orwell's 1984 because it's just that good a piece of work, and unfortunately for him, he pretty much got ruined because the leftist buttholes could not take the fact that they got called for exactly what they were by this marvelous piece of literature. On this one, folks, yes, I'm going to have to readjust my camera to make all the colors correct and everything, but I'm not playing games with you, Facebook, and 30 days out, I will take it as the mark of honor that you have done such a thing to me. I will wear gladly the schmeece or the scar proudly. You will not change me up. You will not make me counter to my views, and you will not switch me up in some way that I find contrary to my very core beliefs. You, Facebook, are a bunch of fake liberal. Well, you're a bunch of fake liberals, okay? I mean, if I try to call you any other names or anything, it doesn't really give it any further credence simply to say, but you guys are fake, you're phony, you're vacant, your cause is lost, and in no less than 2 days, we will put in the very, very 180 out of the way you guys do things into the White House, contrary and countering every single thing you guys have done for the last 70 years. Count them, 70. FDR was the reason why a lot of this stuff we now have with this great society crap is why our country has suffered to the lengths, depths, and breadths that it has. All right, folks, I'm going to break off with this one. Equal, keep it sunrise. As always, you know what, you love it. Overly dramatic lighting. Ooh. 1984. Read it. Yosemite. See you guys.